Black Girl Roundtable.
Starting off real bad. Hi, everybody. I am Dana,
I'm Jelena.
And I'm Asha.
and we are here live in person in the flesh. Not live for you guys, live for us. For Black Girl Roundtable.
Woo!
Yes, so we promised you bigger and better things, better money, more Papa John's. Is that the saying?
Better pizza, better something. Papa John's.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's okay. He
Mm.
racist. It don't matter.
Oh,
but the
true. And
him and that sweet sauce. So don't.
so anyway, we promised you more. We promised you bigger and better for 2024, and you're getting it early with a little video edition as a part of Vlogmas on our YouTube channel. If you are a steady listener to the podcast, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. We're gonna ease our way into this, so we're not gonna set any expectations. But we're starting off with a mini-sode. If you're listening on any of our streaming platforms like Spotify or Apple, and you want to see what we look like, see our beautiful faces, definitely head over to our YouTube. But if not, this will be available on streaming as well. And we're going to do a little mini-sode and talk about one of my favorite slash most stressful topics, your Black card and how it can or cannot be revoked. So for all of us who are in Black American households, families, we have the things that are just norms of our culture. You have to come inside when
The street lights come on.
correct.
Okay, I know it's my response. I just
Good
thought you
job.
was.
I put you on the spot and you
Yes, I'm
rose to the
like, oh,
challenge. I was like,
I was like, wait for it. I was like, say it, Dana.
do
So I
not
know.
embarrass us. Don't embarrass me in front of our friends, guys. um, so we all have those things that are norms, but we also have those things that are definitely, the things that we keep to ourselves and don't share, that maybe we're not our favorites in our culture, but we're going to put ourselves on blast today and share them with you. And of course, if you guys have any that we missed, if you are outraged by anything that we share, if you are in agreement with anything that we share, please put your thoughts in the comments, because we would like to see how out on a limb we are here. So I will go first in our segment we're calling Don't Revoke My Black Card. But for me, I don't know if I've shared this one on the show before, but I don't care. This one I say with my chest, so y'all not going to shame me. I don't like the movie ATL. It's not good. It's not good. Um, and there's really not much else to say. I have maybe got like 30 minutes into the film and have to cut it off each time. And so, why we play it on an uninterrupted loop on BET for the past decade, I do not understand. What is the appeal? I don't like it.
I'm not one to defend ATL as a movie, as an institution, as a cultural, I guess, pillar of the Black community. But I'm also like not going to say that I don't like. If ATL comes on, I will not watch, and I do not know that film back to back and know all the words. I will not say I do. One of my mom's favorite movies. She will argue that
Not Pam.
I will
no, I'm gonna say it's. I feel like it's just like because of who's in it, people make it such a big
not.
thing. But like you said, acting wise, it's okay. If it came out on Tubi now, we would just be like, all right, it's a Tubi movie and call it a day.
I feel like
So
I feel like it's less Tubi than it is like a Netflix original.
okay, I'll give you
Okay.
that. Okay, yes, it's
Okay.
better than Tubi. Yes, that is true. That
Because
is true.
Tubi is
Yeah,
egregious.
I can't say nothing because I 1000% love me a good Tubi movie as terrible as the acting is.
How do y'all be watching these Tubi
I
movies?
can't.
I
I don't.
cannot. I
It's
I
cannot.
can't.
like for me, I just like how you're like I want to watch something, but I don't really want to watch like something with
Mhm.
substance. Like I don't want to follow a storyline or anything like that. That's usually the route I'm going, where I'm like it's on, and if it makes sense, great. But it's by the time you get to the point where you're like, this is terrible. You're invested, so you're like, what else are y'all about to do
It's
now?
always that part where it's like I have called my cousin you know, JoJo and like, yo, you want to be in my film? And clearly giving him some words to say on a screen. And
Yeah.
he's clearly reading some words on a cue card right now. And it immediately takes me out of the film.
Yeah,
And
no,
I can't.
yeah,
And they always playing like the cousin is always playing like the drug dealer, the kingpin,
yeah,
whatever, whatever. And I'm like, this motherfucker can't act.
yeah. It some are better than others. I will say that.
True, true, true.
And if you like, like the hood books that are also written terribly, then you'll have a great time on Tubi.
A bunch of
It
nonsense, per
literally,
usual.
pretty.
Yes, but this is an ATL slander, safe space. Can't do it, won't do it. Who's next?
I'll go. Do I want to keep it in movies or do I want to go to food?
You can go wherever you want to go.
I know I don't know which one I want to do because I have one for like a movie and then I have another one for. Okay,
Because I have one for
okay.
either
I think
one,
we
so
all
whichever one
know.
you pick.
I'll do the food one first, but I think at this point we have like I think we as a people have come to this conclusion, and that's like chitlins are not good. They're nasty. They do not belong in anybody's home.
Correct.
I think that I think like 70% of us have gotten to that place as a community.
Yeah.
I also okay. So, but then here's my controversial statement. This is what I think, and I think this is what kind of like separates the Black community. Some people think that this is fine. Some people think this is where your Black card gets revoked. I think that just on a level of taste, smoked turkey is better than ham hocks in a dish.
Oh, most definitely.
Hmm.
I'm with you,
I
Asha.
think I agree too. I had to think about it for a second, but I think I agree.
When you think of what they taste like, the aftertaste, what you get from a ham hock that you get from smoked turkey, categorically, just in terms of like flavor, I think smoked turkey
Yeah,
is better
Yeah.
than ham hocks in a
100%
dish.
agree.
At least for me at the base level and greens, I'm always going smoked turkey next before I go ham hock.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm actually kind of irritated if your greens have ham hocks in them. I am a
Yeah,
little bit annoyed.
I feel like
Same.
we've
And that's something,
evolved.
yeah, I just feel like, yes, we as a people have evolved. You can leave the chitlins and the ham hocks alone. And that's my controversial statement. My other one, I'll just do the TV one. Besides Medea's Family Reunion, I have never seen a Tyler Perry play uh, throughout the whole thing. Movies, yes. But the plays, I have never been to and have never seen the plays itself, like the stage plays done, except for one. I've seen clips, but I've never actually seen, like, like when they
Hmm.
tape them. I've only seen Family Reunion. The other ones I have not seen fully. I've seen clips and stuff like that, but I've actually never seen.
You
Now,
know,
I'm a get on you for this one because Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the stage play,
it's good. I
Oh,
was about
is
to
sure.
say,
actually
yeah,
solid. Like there's a part in the stage play, spoiler alert if you have not seen that old ass play. So sorry, Asha, but you should still see it because it's good.
it's good.
But
Sure.
there's a part that they cut out of the movie that I was like, damn, I actually really wish they would have put this in the film where what's his face is kicking Helen out and he tells her, bark like a dog and I'll let you stay in the house. And she does it. And so and he still kicks her out. And so in the part where she's like back in the house taking care of him and he's like, oh my God, Helen, I'm starving, I need this, I need that, help me. She looks at him and is like, bark like a dog and I'll get you blah 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 blah. And the
Yeah,
whole crowd goes crazy.
yeah.
So I hate that they cut that out of the
I do.
the
I know.
play.
So that'd be one of my favorite Tyler Perry movies. Makes sense. It's not like I'm gonna put this. So it's not like I had no desire to, but it just I did not grow up with
Yeah.
any of my family really liking the plays. I'm not gonna put my mama or Dr. Brown on blast for their opinion about Tyler Perry.
I mean, it might be valid. Shoot.
Dr. Brown was ahead of her time. God rest her soul. But
Yes,
she saw the writing on the wall for Tyler Perry Productions before a lot of y'all,
So a
and
lot
was
of people
like,
did.
it's
I'm gonna
not
say,
it.
And
I'm gonna say that she was very much not feeling the
I
plays.
feel like
So
she would be just fine and proud of us, even for for putting that out there.
yeah, okay. Well, I'll just put because y'all first of all again I'm about to like tarnish our professor's name. God rest her soul again. But she always felt like Tyler Perry was like the downfall of like black theater.
hey,
So
She was correct.
jeez.
she was not wrong.
She always
But
liked the fact that he got people to go to plays, but they're
no,
not the
The content
testament
of the
of
play.
theater that people
Yes.
upheld them to be. She felt like there were far better, far more black
mhm,
playwrights
yes.
that deserved our respect and our attention outside of just Tyler Perry. He could be
Okay.
Yeah.
part of the equation, but he didn't need to be the
He's,
gold standard.
gotcha.
And I think
Okay.
people are seeing that now, and she has said this to us, and that's what I totally agree. And again, I'm never averse to the plays, and again, I've seen clips. I've seen several clips of the plays where like I feel like I can piece together the plots a little bit, but I've never seen them like fully back to back except for Medea's family
I was about to
reunion.
say, as someone who has seen pretty much all of them, you're not missing much. There's like a handful, and I will let you know which ones to watch. I would say there's like three. But I'm like, yeah, you should watch it because it's A, funny, and B, like the songs kind of slap. But other than that, if you don't see him, you don't see him.
At the
Yeah.
very least, I'll say I feel like we probably have a similar list of three. Like Medea's Family Reunion is definitely the
Yeah.
best. So you have seen the best one.
Yes.
And then
I'll say.
Diary of the Mad Black Woman is right after it. And I think why did I get no, Medea goes to jail.
Medea Goes to Jail is probably my favorite.
That play is actually the movie
The
is
movie is horrible in comparison to the
play
play.
was actually very good.
That
But the
was
thing
my-
about the plays is like the you see the potential and the kind of lightning in a bottle he had with the people that were cast in the plays that
Yeah.
made it over to his TV and his films. And I think they're good film actors and TV actors. I'll never take away from that talent in that respect. They are fantastic theatrical actors, and I think they are
Mhm.
what really took his work to the next level. Like the material is always just okay. They did a lot with the material, and
Mhm.
specifically the older lady who plays Medea is kind of like right hand girl or
Mhm.
whatever.
I've always loved her.
A masterclass in comedic acting.
Yes.
Those plays. She like to be able to hold your own on stage against a character like Medea, like her work in those plays, I do think could and
Yeah,
should be studied.
Mhm.
and from the movies, and also from like Meet the Browns, and then
Hmm.
from the play clips that I've seen outside of just Medea Sam reunion, she has always been my favorite character. She's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
my favorite character, so I can agree to that because again, most of the clips that I've seen have her in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Oh yeah.
shines on stage. If for nothing else, like those three movies, you will really get. I think she was underutilized in film and TV. And the
Most
plays,
definitely.
she shines.
Oh
She
yeah.
is the girl.
It's a little hot, isn't it?
She is
Nah, she was a
just
good time.
yeah.
All right, Jelena, you up?
I'll go with my less controversial one. I'll save that one for later. I'm not ready to figure out because I know specifically the two of you. Forget the rest of the world. The two of you will jump on me. So I will go with my first one, and is that you still might jump on me over here. As far as black people foods, I am not. I'm not gonna say I dislike. I'm just not a 1,000% fan of collard greens. And it's not that I haven't had ones that taste good. They taste great. They taste wonderful. But if you're like Jelena, your must haves on your Thanksgiving plate, they can be there. That's not why I'm here. That's just me. Judge me. I don't care. Because it ain't
Mm.
changing. You're not going to make it change. I don't care.
Gaspity,
I
gaspity,
know.
gasp.
I gotta process that real quick. Give me
I know. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry.
if I come to your house on Thanksgiving and you like, yeah, man, had to skip the greens, I'm
No,
angry.
I will make them like
I'm
when my
so
time comes, I will make them for other people. But if you're like, this is on the menu, boom, 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 great, they can be on the menu. are they going to necessarily make it to my plate? We don't know.
And I
That's how
know
I feel.
all black people are like, but that's because you haven't had my greens. But I think I need you to try their greens.
And I'm willing to try them. That may be it. Like I said, the ones like at home, I've had, multiple family members. They don't be bad. I'm just like,
Because I used to be a greens hater until I had some really good greens. Like somebody, and I also, maybe this is like my addendum to yours. I prefer kale greens over collards, but we will talk about that at another
Let me tell you,
time.
how you freak it though. Mustard greens. Let me
Yes.
tell you how you freak it.
Yes.
Let me
Yes.
tell you how you freak it. You do mustard
Yes.
greens with you do mustard
Yes.
and collard greens combined.
Correct.
That's how you freak it so that it's a little bit
Correct.
of zip.
Cor-
You need to have my mama's.
Correct. Correct, Asha. We
oh
are
Lord,
even
y'all, I'm about
cuts
to have a,
with
a
my
green a
twin.
greens
Let
taste
me
off
be
when the next time
right.
we all link up.
You
I'm
need to
perfectly fine with that. Okay, and one
you
time my
need
mom
to
got crazy with them and she didn't have turkey necks. The bitch put a lamb chop in there.
Ooh,
That pot of greens,
a lamb
gone.
chop.
let me
Gone.
tell you
Gone.
freak it.
Now, I will also add to this food slander before we divert from the topic is that I could honestly, we could hold a vote to make like a good honey glazed ham, the staple Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
central meat, and I would not be angry. A turkey can be done right. I like a good turkey, and I'm not even a huge red meat eater, but I just feel like so much and so many turkeys go to waste. Like I've had birds that were I'm like, we're not finishing this bird. We're making chicken, turkey sandwiches, turkey
yeah,
salad for days. The ham is always gone.
that is
Ham is always
true.
gone.
As someone who did not grow up in a pork eating household and with somebody who also did not grow up in a pork eating household, I've had like honey baked ham at like my aunt's for Thanksgiving and it's been really good. So I understand that. I just did not grow up with it enough to have
Sure.
like
Yeah,
Jones for it
Hmm.
in the home because we don't eat pork and he doesn't eat pork either. So but with that being said, because we can only focus on the turkeys have always been good.
Sure.
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've always been moist. Also, and I don't like white meat on a regular Tuesday, so I just don't eat white meat.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Mm,
Like I've never had a turkey where I'm like, this is nasty. But it's always just like I've had it, we did it on Thanksgiving, and then I'm over it.
yeah,
And the dark meat always goes first in my house, and then it's just,
Yeah.
us like trying to add the white meat to like an omelet or something just to eat it.
Mhm. Or like
Um
saturating with gravy. No,
yeah.
exactly.
that's why I say economically, folks, if you want to just do turkey parts like turkey wings,
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
that is
are
a
we
lot
cooking the whole
better
bird? Make some turkey legs,
than
some turkey wings, and
Mhm.
get
call
some
it a
turkey
day.
legs, some turkey wings, and call it a day.
Mom did a
That's
chicken one year because she
Or
was like,
that.
y'all can't tell the difference, and I'm not cooking a whole turkey.
That's
do
true.
Cornish hens. If you want the look of the whole bird, do Cornish
I
hens.
did Cornish
Yeah.
hens this year because I was solo. That was just enough.
That I mean they're cute. Well, they are cute. They're small. Just like this little
Mhm.
hen,
Just a
like
little
your little
bird.
a little personal pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Not a
A
little personal
personal
pizza.
pizza. That is jokes.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like this big, you eat it, you're done.
that's
That's
You know.
true. No,
hilarious.
that is true.
I will say I perfected my mac and cheese this year, and I was very proud of myself.
Picture my mac and cheese.
This year, I was like, this mac and cheese, I have found it.
I said, yeah. Let me tell you something. Four cheeses. Y'all leave that though. This might get my black card revoked. Don't know. If
I
not,
think you about to say exactly what I think too. So go ahead and
leave
say it.
fucking Velveeta alone. That's not
Stop
Yeah.
cheese.
bringing that Velveeta in this bitch.
Oh well, it adds creaminess to it. Add
Right.
cream.
I
Add,
was
or,
gonna say
or
add some that
or
yeah.
or do a cream. You can do a little
Add
bit
more
of
milk.
cream cheese just to help
A
with
little
texture.
just to help with
Just to
that
take. You
texture.
don't need this nasty Velveeta.
Why are
I'm
we
with
adding
you on that.
Velveeta?
That I
And
You're
don't think
not
that's
making
on pop.
pizza.
Nope.
black folks swear they need Velveeta to make the mac and cheese.
Eggs or
You
no
don't.
eggs. This is a friendship test.
Okay,
Not not
so
not a whole
mine,
goddamn dozen. Like I done seen some people doing.
no.
No.
So here's my thing. This year I made it without the eggs and I did not miss the eggs. I feel like if you put the egg in there, sure, that's fine. I make a roux, so I feel
Yeah,
as though like, and I add a little bit of flour to it. And I
right.
feel like that does the job of the egg without having to add egg.
Right answer.
So
Correct.
I don't feel any type of way about the egg or no egg. You genuinely do not need it if you have a good roux.
Yeah,
You genuinely don't need
because I know the roux thing is also controversial for certain people too. So
Listen,
I know a lot of people who are like, "This is some newfangled such and such and such.
it. No,
Y'all
it's not
making this,"
real.
and I'm like, I've seen it done both, and I've liked both. So as long as it tastes good, I don't care.
the
But
roux, that's how you know. When
yeah,
somebody like, I'm making my roux for my mac and cheese, I can eat at your house.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can eat. And it don't
I
take
don't
nothing. It's not like a gumbo roux. Gumbo
No,
roux is
oh
fine.
no, of course not.
Mac and
No,
cheese roux, if you don't just put some
not
some condensed
right.
evaporated milk in it and just
Get
right.
it
Gumbo
popping.
roux, if you take your eye off it for 2 seconds, is ruined. But
right.
mac and cheese
I
roux
be
is like
walking away and coming back and
that.
stirring a little bit,
Watching
add a
TV.
little bit more cheese. Yeah, I just be fucking
Exactly.
around.
But
That
Exactly.
is
gumbo
the
roux,
jokes.
you have to like literally watch it, stir it, make love to it,
As
rub its
long
back.
as your
Right.
mac and cheese got damn cheese in it and it is not dry, I could give a shit what you put in it.
Yeah,
You
just
know who you are and you know
Exactly.
what
You
you
know
did.
what you did.
And you know what
you know what
you
you did.
You know
did.
what you did. But yeah, that's me. I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur, so I would tell you like this is not. This ain't
This ain't
Mhm.
it. If I'm up again, I think I do have to stay on the food train because this one I feel like I've been needing to get this off of my spirit for a while. The Alfredo and seafood kind of like internet chef genre of like food has gone too far. It's enough. Not everything needs to be a lobster Alfredo sandwich, lobster Alfredo, spicy buffalo mac and cheese, lobster boiled potato puffs, crab, French
it. Lobster
fry,
potato puffs
shrimp
is
chop. I'm just like, do we have any other ingredients besides seafood and dairy? And so it's not that I don't enjoy it. I like Alfredo. I like lobster. I like crab. I like and I like cheese. I like all of those things a lot. But all I am saying and kindly suggesting to my people is that we just sometimes we could do something else.
yes.
And that does not need to be the bastion of like, look at I can cook. Look at all this cheese and Alfredo I done pulled. Like there are other things that you can do to showcase your cooking talent. And as an addendum to that, just because you cook a piece of salmon does not mean you are a chef.
Thank you.
It's it's everybody can cook a piece. If you can't cook a piece of salmon, I'm judging you.
Yeah.
So when y'all be like, look at my overcooked salmon,
Screaming.
I'm looking.
Can I add another addendum to
Please.
that though?
Yes, you can.
Can we please stop adding Hennessy to everything? I don't
I
want
think
Hennessy wings, Hennessy salmon, Hennessy Alfred. Girl, like,
The Alfredo, it's literally deranged.
but Daisy, I guarantee you, if you
trying to
go
kill me.
onto TikTok
Trying to
right
kill
now
me.
and type in
Oh,
Hennessy food
I'm,
recipe, somebody's going to do it. I'm
I'm
sick of
literally
it.
about to look
You
up.
know what? I don't know if I have simply blocked it all, finally weaning ourselves out of it. Because let me tell you something. I would like want to throw my phone every time you niggas added Hennessy to anything.
It
And
was
literally the Hennessy
terrible.
honey. The hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Adding Hennessy and honey to anything is not gonna make it good.
Thank
Penny
you.
Alfredo pasta. Here it go.
See, I told you.
I do think that we're waning out of the Hennessy era. I don't know what's replacing it. I feel like maybe it's salmon that's replacing the Hennessy craze, but maybe I simply have blocked all of you all that used it from my
I
algorithm
And
okay.
because
when you think about how many fish there are, like I want you to really think about when you go to the grocery store, cod,
cod,
snapper,
halibut,
tuna,
We want the
halibut,
salmon, dang.
and y'all be like, no. All that
Same.
shit y'all talking, get all that out my face. Give me that
Same.
Me,
Give me that
though.
piece of salmon right there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And I
You
know
got
we were all trying to take a step back from tilapia, and I respect that. I understand the logic behind that. I think it was a wise choice. A lot of us lived in households with tilapia warriors. I get it, okay? My mom is a tilapia warrior herself, okay? I understand. We're tired of it. But I think what tilapia did to us as children, y'all are now
Doing
inflicted on with
yes, it is
salmon.
the
Because
exact same
it's
thing.
gonna be a whole generation of kids to be like, get this fucking salmon out my
N-
face.
to do it, please.
It's terrible.
It's like that. It's like me and spaghetti. I don't even eat spaghetti no more on my own volition because my mother
Yeah,
quite literally shoved it down my
all
throat.
the time.
I can't even eat it no more for real
You know,
because
I
my
think you really just unlocked something in me, Asha, because I cannot tell you the last time I
this
had
last
spaghetti.
time I
It's been at least like 5 years since I've had
I
some
ain't eating this.
spaghetti. I ain't
you
even
have
had some. I have made
you
like pesto, all kinds of vodka sauce pasta. I surely ain't made no fucking spaghetti.
no,
It's
I
like not even a thought when I go to the grocery
No.
store.
not even a thought.
Mm-mm.
I might get tomato or marinara sauce, but it's for another
It's for
complete.
something else. It's never for spaghetti.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I never pick up a jar of Prego and be like, I'm gonna make spaghetti, but that was my wow.
That's too.
Mm-mm.
You right. Damn.
I can't. I can't. Something about spaghetti like have a visceral reaction now. She made it like once, twice a week. Like goddamn,
Yeah, all the time. And it's not bad. It was never not
Right.
good. It's just
Just too
I can have
much.
it every week for 10 years.
like it's like you
Right.
making eggs. It's not that. Like, why are we eating so much? And we're not Italian.
Right.
I just
It's easy and it's cheap.
Right. So I don't got to cook for the next week or
you know
so. Shoot.
That is funny. But yeah, I stand 10 toes down on that. Put the salmon away, put the cheese
even
away, put the Alfredo away. And it's never, and my people, I love us. This is not everybody. I have to give the disclaimer that I'm not stereotyping all of us because I feel like the vegans have really done for a lot for us, the black vegans in this particular area. But
Hmm.
some of y'all, I need some vegetables. Where are the vegetables?
that was my addendum. I was going to say raw vegetables are your friend, and this is not all of us. This is just for like the Instagram cooks,
Yes.
Yes.
the people who want to give us, oh, here's my like buy my like cookbook ebook recipe. No, all you made was overcooked salmon, overcooked broccoli. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Broccoli. But some of y'all do take it too far.
That's all people.
And
It's
then be,
only broccoli.
and then be like, wife me. What did you do that the average person could not do in terms of you overcook salmon, you put some Old Bay and maybe some seasoned salt on it, and you just put broccoli into boiling water, and
Listen.
then you cooked a bag of rice, or you made
The
some mashed potatoes.
girlies on TikTok ate me up when I cooked a Brussels sprout. They was like, "Oh, people be eating Brussels sprouts?" Yes. Or they be
Which
like,
is
"You didn't cook it long enough. It's blanched." I just do,
You
and then
no,
take it right out.
it don't gotta be.
Blanched.
It don't have to be mushy, and
I
this is
don't have
not.
to barbecue it.
right.
I'm just saying that Instagram cooks, you like the black Instagram cooks and everything like that. Y'all just
Stop
sometimes
putting parsley on everything.
It don't
It
go.
don't like
it
parsley
don't
has a
go.
usage and it is not that.
Why are you putting parsley on crab legs?
It was when I see somebody put parsley on the corn on the cob, and I just was like, wow.
For what?
What are you
And I know we
Anyway,
do have
yes.
certain things that it's like, okay, like for me, I'm a firm believer paprika is for decoration. Like it don't
yeah.
taste like shit. And that's fine. It is what we is. But I don't think parsley needs to be brought into that equation.
No.
No, why again? Why are you putting parsley?
Paprika is just for a little color.
It's
Right,
for
that's
color,
fine.
and
Yeah.
that's what it's for.
It's
But again, why
decorative.
are you putting parsley on seafood, hard shell
Hard
seafood?
shell of the seafood. That is a fact. You put parsley on the hard shell of the seafood.
Hard
Why are you
shells.
putting it
Yeah.
on hard shell seafood? What is that supposed to
That
do?
is hilarious.
You know that parsley actually has a flavor profile. If you eat parsley, you will taste a certain thing. Why are you putting it on hard shell
And if
seafood,
they
people?
real fancy, they be like, here goes some rosemary. No.
Get that.
No. Wrong. Incorrect. False.
Rosemary has a specific purpose.
It tastes like something.
What are we doing? This putting it's not.
We digress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop
Yeah.
doing dumb
Glad to get that off my chest. I said what I said. I don't care. All right, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
So it's like two part, like kind of two parts to it. So I did not see fully, like the full entire movie of Eve's Bayou up until this year, and I feel like y'all oversold this movie to me, and I'm very upset. I was expecting a transformational. It's not a bad. I am not saying it is a bad movie. I am saying that y'all was making it seem like this was the greatest movie story ever told. And I was like, okay, this is good. But that's it. And I stand on that. I don't care. I stand on it.
Nalia, we need to
I
watch
did not
it
see
one
what
more
y'all saw. And I
time.
need somebody
Really?
explain it to me. Explain it to
Okay.
me.
I do think it's egregious that you did not see Eve's Bayou until this year. I feel like you waited too long because it's definitely like you have to appreciate it for what it is in its time
Okay.
and what it means to watch Eve's Bayou as a younger black woman.
Okay. Okay.
But it's good that you've seen it, even if you're listening to the podcast and you have not seen it as a black woman of any age, you do need to
Because
go
I
watch it.
also
It's
wasn't
like
gonna let y'all keep saying you ain't never seen it before. And I was like, so at
yeah,
least I seen
you
it.
have to. It's the big three. You have to see that. You have to watch Beloved, and you have to watch The Color Purple.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
not an option. I'm so sorry if you're a Black American woman, descendants of slaves. Do your homework, and
You see the
even if you don't want to watch it, I don't care. You have to do it. I'm so sorry. It's
Right.
non-negotiable. Now,
to take it a step further, I do think that the color purple should be required reading for Black women and for young
I
Black
Oh,
agree.
girls.
of
I
course. I
agree.
agree. I agree with that.
It's both and. It's both and, but at the very least, I need you to watch the film
Very
at
least,
minimum.
but like I think for Black women to expand your mind in terms of sexuality, self worth, and then the complicated American relationship between Black men and Black women, I do think you need to read
Yeah.
the color purple.
I
Yeah.
100% agree.
You need to read it. But
100%
listen,
agree. But yes,
And I'm gonna say
right.
no
To you.
excuse for the color
Back
purple.
to you and
Before
your
we go back, I was gonna say
nonsense.
no excuse for the color purple because it comes out again in the musical form this year.
thank you.
So no
And the
excuses
Thank
for
you.
musical
anybody.
is Chef's Kiss. Go
Well,
see
and
it.
it's closer to the book than the
Yep, there
movie.
you go. But anywho, back to the album.
We're back. Back. But okay, so that's it as far as watching it. But it's not like I think it's good, but it's not necessarily supposed to be like oh my god, this is like to me, it's
And
the
then,
same thing as like The Color Purple. Like if somebody's like, yes, The Color Purple is a good movie, I don't just be watching it like recreationally all the time. Like I may go back
Gotcha.
and revisit it. It's
it's a hard
supposed to
movie to
be
watch.
like contemplative. It's supposed to make you think about like what it means to be a black American woman of this type of family, of this time period, and the legacy of it. And so I think because of that, you're not allowed to say it's not good. And it's just like we just don't
Yeah, no, I'm
say
not saying it's not good. I'm saying the
you're
way
not
people sold it on social media was how you were saying, Dana, where it's like, this is some, oh my gosh, this not from a, oh, everyone should see this movie, the spirituality of it, whatever. They're
okay.
making it seem like this is like the drama of all dramas. This is going to
And
be the
for
plot of all plots. You cannot go your lifetime without seeing this. And then I was like, this is a good movie, but then I admit, like maybe I'm not understanding
but I
what
feel
was
like you
being.
can't go your life without seeing it. And it is a great movie. And also like when you think about and maybe it's just because and you know, Asha and I are very much like movie theater nerds. When you think about like the black cast and the women filmmakers on the project, you're just like, this is
But also, it's like, what makes Eve's Bayou one of my favorite movies to me is depending on the perspective of who you're looking at, it's like 2 to 3 different plots.
yeah.
Hmm.
And that to me, and also I do think like it's beautifully filmed. I think it's
Oh yeah, I
I
beautifully
agree with
filmed.
that.
And
it's
it
beautiful to
shows
look at.
I
Yeah.
100% agree.
it, it shows the beauty of the swamp area of New
Hmm.
Orleans and a very like the spirituality of like that Everglades or that kind
Right.
of region, and that kind of time period. Um, to me, East Bayou has always been a movie of like kind of like a who done it film or how did we get here not just in terms of this family, but in terms of just like how they lived in society overall.
Yeah.
How you have like this one very affluent Black family, and how the father uses his prestige in being like the Black
Right.
doctor to be so seductive and be so manipulative and still have people really like him,
Hmm.
True.
right? And have his wife make all kinds of excuses, and also like just like as, again, being one of them like spiritual girlies, I guess you can say, just the care that like older Black women of a certain practice take care of the younger women in a certain
Mm,
practice, um, and just what that looks like, and having to, and once you're in trying to figure out what that looks like when you're not used to that gift, I would say.
Yeah.
I think they did that perfectly. It wasn't super it was very realistic, I would say. It
I
wasn't a thing where it was super like
right.
woo. It was very realistic in terms of like if you believe in like um certain like spirituality, certain gifts and things like that.
I blame Twitter and everybody on social media because, like I said, you go without any background knowledge. How you were saying, like you guys, as far as
hmm
like the theatrical pieces of it and all that. If you don't go in with even thinking, like I wasn't a thought. The context of the movie wasn't a thought. Like obviously, like it's been around for forever, so I'm like I know the gist of the movie. So I'm like, all
Mm.
Yeah.
right. And then I also had to get over. I was like, I gotta watch it again because I got to get over my reaction, my initial reaction to that part with Megan Good. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
It's
My
hard.
2023
It's
brain is
hard.
like, girl, this is weird.
yeah, exactly. Like
It's
Yeah,
hard.
so I was like, I
And
gotta
I
get
can't
back
even
myself.
imagine watching it from that lens as an adult for the first time.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
So that is it's a different experience. It is totally a different experience because when I
that's
watched it the second time and as an adult, I had seen it before, and so it wasn't like the that it would be as an adult where you're like, "Oh my god!" But I remember the adults around me reacting that way when we watched it together, and I'm like,
mhm.
"Oh,
what's wrong with it? And I'm like, no, this
what's going on?" Not what's wrong with it, but I'm like, "Oh, I know it's bad, but like
it's
y'all
not
is
that
flipping tables."
no,
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
it's a
like,
child.
oh,
and then you get grown, and you're like,
Like
"Oh,
y'all really like it wasn't like, oh, this is a C, like this is CGI. Like no, this really this
this
happened.
really
yeah, and
happened."
you're like, they really okay.
They
That's,
really
they
filmed
filmed
this.
this, and everybody said, "Yup, this needs to be here."
But I think it's a really, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a important aspect of the fact that his daughter, he, hmm,
It's learned behavior. Like
Yeah,
yes,
it's learned behavior. It was it again, it's a great teaching tool for
exactly.
hmm
young kids. It's a
yes,
great like I fully plan to show my children this movie and
Yes.
we're going to watch it and we're going to talk about it and
Yeah,
we're going to talk about a lot of things using this movie. But it's hard to watch.
and like, and because like because I would say because he had no pics about where he did his dirt, for his children to see that, she felt as though she saw her father in a different light than her father, particularly when it was not with her mother.
mm,
And that's why she felt what she
right.
felt.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And I still feel like it was his fault because he was just a very inappropriate person.
And it's also it teaches you a lot about talking to children. Like you have when we talk about you have to teach children everything, you have to teach them everything. And you do have to teach them where those boundaries are in all of their relationships. Because what I always think about when I see that scene is if this segment got so serious and it was not
I'm
intended to be that
sorry.
way. No, but it's good. It's good conversation to have because I think about if she had that interpretation with her father, who immediately, kiboshed it. How easily could she have fallen into the same type of situation with another relative that could have been predatory to her in the same way and meant to do harm to
True.
her? And that happens to so many kids. And so I think it shows a lot about for everybody, for women, for men, for anybody who is in the care of children, how important it is to teach them where boundaries lie between them and adults.
Exactly. Or
And for that alone, I think
mhm,
it's,
mhm.
again, I still, just from my ethical brain,
Yeah.
are like, how did you film this?
Right.
But it's
It was a different
it's like,
time. I hate the people
even
when people say
like,
that, but it was a different time.
yeah, for the parent, the father son father daughter dynamic of it, 100%, and then also just like there's responsibility on the other adults and the adult women in her life too, for not educating her on those boundaries. And so you really just learn so much in that movie about how adults fail
Yeah.
children, in ways that you don't even think about. So it's a lot. Eve's Bayou is
Hey,
a lot, and that's why I maybe watch it once every like seven
as long
years,
as I'm
if
not
that.
getting kicked off the podcast, y'all, that's all.
No, 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 no.
Well,
I said Asha is
the
gonna
movie,
jump through this screen and strangle me.
It was when you said it, I was like, oh,
uh,
take me, Lord.
no, my funny because I do love Eve's Bayou, but because like for that exact reason, sometimes just to sit and be like,
Damn, yeah.
Contemplative, gotcha.
You watch it to gag, like, oh,
mm, like,
all right
I'm gonna
then.
watch it again. Just for y'all.
Whoever was directing, they was directing that day.
mhm. Again, I don't know why we have to have that specific scene to get
We
the
did have
point across.
That would be a when we have more money and time and resources. I would love to do like a, I don't know what platform we could do, but like a watch party with
Mhm.
us and like viewers, and watch a movie like that or The Color Purple, and like really dissect. Not like, film class, but like black girl film chit chat of
Mhm.
somehow. I don't know how we can legally do that, but we'll look into it.
I have thoughts. We'll talk about that
Ooh,
offline.
okay.
Yes.
Asha,
Last one.
take us home.
One, okay.
Make it a good one.
I will try.
No pressure. I feel like these have all been good. So,
I'm trying to think of my last. Okay, I don't know which one I want to do.
oh, we can get an elephant out of the room too while you think about it. Nobody here can play spades, right?
I
No, I can play
learned. I
spades.
learned once, never played, and I'm terrified to play with people now. So I'm good. Never gonna play it in my
I
life.
know how to play, but I'm scared. I feel like I don't feel as strongly as everybody else
Exactly. I don't
feels, so I
care.
just don't.
Listen,
I
Exactly.
don't want to go.
I know how to play spades, and I played spades before. This minute y'all start getting disrespectful, it's not fun for me no
I
more.
feel that way about all
Yeah,
card games, though.
I'm not having a good time.
I'm not having a good time no more.
The
Like,
only time I will yell, and it's the difference between yelling and cussing people out, is Uno. I will get loud
yeah,
when we
same.
play Uno, but I'm not finna, your mom's a
Oh,
bitch,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
When
not
people
doing
start
that.
getting over, like even with, like you said, with Uno, I'm like, you doing it's Uno. Like at least with spades, sometimes people be playing for money, and I can understand like
Yeah.
you done messed up my money, but Uno, girl.
I have my last one.
Okay.
It actually because you mentioned Uno. I know Black people feel very strong about Uno.
What you about to
Right.
say?
Lean in. What are you about to
Play the game the way Mattel made it.
Absolutely not.
Bye, Asha.
Ab-
No.
And that concludes this Black Girl Roundtable short. Thank you so much for listening. Asha will not be joining us for another episode ever again.
No. No.
You are lying.
No.
Stop
I don't
that
even. I'm gonna tell you
and
this.
make
I
it
don't even
your
know
own
how them
rules.
white people made the game.
That's
I
not
don't
how
even
you
know
play
what the real rules
the
are.
That's not how you play the game. Y'all stack stuff, making up freaking rules. Oh no! If you don't say Uno within 1 minute, and if the wind goes west, then you gotta pick up two cards. No, no,
That's no, absolutely
no.
not.
Y'all stacking like
I
plus
I have
two.
never disagreed with somebody so much in my entire
I'm
life.
sorry, this is the one. No. And Uno
Absolutely
even is on
not.
the bullshittery with us. They done made 75 different versions of the game to make it
Absolutely not.
even more
The
lawless than it
only
already
thing,
is.
you just need to establish the rules before we start.
Yes.
If you can establish how we play before we start, I don't care what your rules are.
That's why
With
they
the
added
exception of,
a rule book.
you can stack a draw 4 on top of a draw 2. I don't care what anybody fucking tells you, because the rules say, oh, you can't do that if you draw two. You just have to
You did
draw
draw
two,
two. You
and then
just
you
draw
go to the next person's turn. That's lame. Y'all are lame.
See,
It ain't no
but
I
then
stakes.
don't do
It
four
ain't
on
no
top of two.
energy.
You can stack draw twos, you can stack draw fours, but you can't stack a four
see,
on top of a two. That's how I play.
You can stack a four on top of a two, but you can't stack a two on
Oh
top
no,
of a
that's
four.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's
what you're doing
no,
is
it's not. No, it's
playing
not because
the
you
game
up the
that
ante.
they
You up
have.
the ante.
They gave you
You
rules.
can't go back to two. You can't go two then four then two. No,
This
you
is
put
what
the
I'm
draw
saying.
two down, and I'm like,
This,
bow, bitch. Stack up a draw four. You can't be like
that's
But
draw
how.
no, but
two.
that's what I said.
No,
Fours and fours, twos and twos. We eliminate the problem
unless
altogether.
I set the color, unless I put the
You,
four down, and
you
I'm like, the
see,
color is blue, and you got a two, and maybe we could talk about that. But we will establish these rules
it's
when
what
we
I'm
start.
I
Y'all
need
are
now. I'm gonna need a
lame.
whole rule book when a notebook when I play with you, Dana. I ain't never heard that. Before.
It's not that
I ain't never heard that
complicated.
before.
saying. What I
Talking
am
about you.
saying
You said
is
no two on top of four, before not on top of two. All right.
they
No,
literally
four on top of two. No two on top of
only
four.
have.
You're making this more complicated than
The
it
game,
has to
We gotta
be.
play Uno
it
with
will
Dana
have to be
completely sober.
complicated if you follow the rules that Uno has provided
I
you.
didn't even know rules came in that
We might as
box.
well take what's that other one they got? We might as well be playing take
Oh,
seven,
take
take
five.
five, whatever the hell it's called. I don't want to do that. Like, and shout out to the people who made Take Five. I know that's a black owned or a black started
Is it?
company.
Oh,
I do own Take Five. I have played Take Five, but we have to facts is facts and it's not Uno. And I
It's,
don't want to play. I don't it's boring. We might as well be playing Go Fish. I'm bored.
well,
no.
that's my.
That's
That
funny.
was my
I'm
black
sleep.
card revoke. Play the damn game the way Mattel intended.
Asha's really about to make me go buy a
Lame.
pack of Uno cards and go read the instructions because I don't even
It's
know.
on the website.
I don't
It's on
even
the
know what are the real directions.
Lame. Lame. Nobody knows because nobody
There's a
cares.
lot of problems.
I
But I
feel
think
like
y'all
we
make it.
just been doing what we do.
And black people don't care about the Uno rules so much that one time Uno got on Twitter
Yes,
and tweeted the rules, and black people got underneath the post and was like,
you're
y'all don't know
wrong.
how to play Uno.
You're wrong.
We don't care. It's ours now. We have colonized Uno. It is ours.
And my thing is, I don't even say this because of this visceral reaction that I get. So I play however y'all know.
Because you're dead wrong.
How am I wrong?
You're dead
Who
wrong.
created the game are telling you how to play the damn.
Because don't nobody give a fuck about them.
Mattel
Do you use every
how to
product
play the
that you've
game.
gotten for intended use? You telling me you ain't never gotten an eyeliner pencil and used it as a lip liner? You're lying.
That's for, but that has there's a reason and a rhyme. The
Mm-mm.
reason they made the
And there's
rules
a reason to
and
change the Uno
decent.
rules.
Yo,
It's
y'all
my
done with
life. I
Gosh.
can do what I
the
want.
game be done in 2 seconds. You can't like that. The reason it can be prolonged. The game be done in 5 minutes.
It's
Y'all look
my
at each other.
but that's dumb. Don't nobody want to finish that quickly.
No, I'm
That's
saying the way y'all play it, the game be done in 2 seconds.
no,
The,
it don't.
Just
it
no.
does. Yo, be
Y'all want to play like we in kindergarten.
Uno out.
Oh, Skip.
We
Now
just
it's your turn.
Fucking
it's
sick
a
of
game of
you.
strategy. That's the problem. Game of strategy. You have to okay,
I'm
boom.
really gonna challenge myself to play Uno with the directions one time, at least one time in my life, to see how it goes because
I'm
that
not
is
doing that.
funny.
Don't invite me.
The reason why it's boring to you is because y'all be
Don't
giving
invite me
these
because I'm not coming.
egregious rules
If
so you
you
can give
say you
10
don't
one
play
person
this with
15
stacks, if
cards.
I can't stack colors, I don't want to be here.
That's stupid.
Can't stack
That's not how
colors, I
they
can't stack numbers. I don't want to be here no more.
That's some
exactly.
bullshit.
And now everybody Uno out, Uno out, Uno out. Now you got two people playing the game for the next 5 minutes.
You
I
get
don't make
more
no damn
rounds
sense.
in. You go quick. You go quick. You get
Exactly.
more rounds. And
Play
I will
the
say it
game.
go a lot longer if you got a lot of people playing.
It
Yeah.
But if
does.
it's like
Again,
4 people, then yeah, it's gonna go by quick. But if you got 10, it's still gonna be long as hell.
play
Mm.
the game.
I am
She
gagged.
said she
Wow.
played Uno by the rules. Oh
Wow.
my!
Play Uno by the rules that we gotta pull out the rule book. What?
Mhm. If you would have
So
known,
you just
I am
last
shocked
question, and
that
then
you
we will
would say
wrap up.
this.
But you know, so you just know the rules, like you just
I
know
know the
them.
rules. I do.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I am both
crazy.
impressed and appalled.
Asha is the ops. I've just been convinced.
That's,
Asha is the feds.
that's all. I was forget, like, what's the one thing that people really yell over? Oh, right, I play Uno the right way.
So
We
What's
are
the one
not
thing I never
wrong.
admit in a public setting, in a public forum? Oh, right, I know how to play Uno.
I feel like I need to like put out a press release for everybody who knows
breaking
Asha. Did you know
breaking
that?
news from Washington.
And y'all better
Breaking
fucking not. I'm gonna get real anti-black if y'all do that to me.
I'm gonna start calling everybody that we know mutually. Did you know that Asha be playing Uno by the
Y'all
rules?
better not, because you know why? I'm gonna get real anti-black on y'all if y'all
Right,
do that. If
so
y'all do
you
that
ain't
to
going
me,
to
I'm gonna get
believe what she said. You know what?
Girl, talk about I got some hot gossip. Did you know that Asha don't play Uno by the rules?
I do play by the rules. That's the problem.
Not the
I
by
think
the
shit
by the by the white rules.
about a white man's rules.
By the white rules.
Wow.
No, just
Choose
messing
for
with
the
you.
culture.
Play the white man's Uno.
Mm.
Sure do.
Judgment, but we love you anyway.
Exactly.
You
But
I
know
will be
what?
judgment.
interested to
I,
play Uno with you one day and
but
see
you
how
know
this
what? No,
goes.
no. Because I will play by y'all ghetto ass rules. I will do it.
I don't even want to play with you no more.
Ass rules. And I won't contest. I will.
And you're gonna have a great time.
Sure, you know what? I
Okay.
love watching y'all fight. I
We'll
love
get
it. I love watching.
spirited. We'll have a nice little
I
the
love
energy will be up in the room.
because I love watching y'all
And
team
then the
up.
next time we'll play by Asha's kindergarten rules.
I will, and I love to play. I play a gentleman's
The
Uno. Okay.
gentleman's Uno is just this is the king's Uno, damn it.
Mm. The
I
King
play
George
the king's
version.
Uno.
The King
The Uno
George
just damn
translation.
it. You know what? I can't
Oh
even
my
be mad no
god.
more. All right.
And that is going to wrap up this Black Girl Roundtable short. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our antics as always. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking out our beautiful faces. Hopefully it added to the humor of this situation. As you can see, Asha got an attitude, and you wouldn't be able to see that if you were not watching the video version. So please please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like this video, share it with anybody who would enjoy it. If you're listening on any of our podcast streaming platforms, you guys know the drill. Please be sure to subscribe, rate the podcast wherever you're listening. It really helps us out. And please engage because it helps us know whether or not we should be making more of these. Check us out on our socials and our website, and we will catch you guys next time. And play Uno the way you want to play.
I don't give a fuck.
Bye, y'all.